Right, this is beta, so we're going to have a look through beta just to check how they're getting on. It's getting towards the end of the season now, so we're really only looking to see how well the honey's coming in and to check that the queen's behaving okay. So I'm just going to use my hive tool to take the crown board off. This is the super here, that box there is where the honey is, and then this line here is where the queen excluder is, and then the brood with the queen is underneath. So we're just going to have a look in the top of the super first to see how the honey's coming in. So I'll release that all the way around like that, and then take that off like that. Some bees on the back there. They're all nice and quiet. So these are all looking lovely and calm and quiet, aren't they? So all we need to do, this is called a J tool, because it helps you to lever the frames out, so you can stick it in there like that and you lift the frame up like that. So we can do that. Have a look at a frame of honey. So you see all the shiny stuff in there is the honey that they're getting ready for capping over. There's no cappings on this one. What we're looking for is the honey to be capped off. They put a white waxed capping on the top of it. You can't see any of that on there. Let's have a look on the other side, see if there isn't any on there either. Now can you see I'm just shaking this a bit, and when I shake it, can you see a bit of nectar comes out? See this here? They've already started eating it. So what that's telling me is that this honey is nowhere near ready yet, because it's got too much water in it, so it's too runny. Let's have a look at another one, see what we're getting there. This one's quite a light frame, so I don't think there'll be much in here. I can just feel the weight on it again. Yeah. Just want to see if I can find any that's capped. So it's all the same, it's all looking very nice, but there's none of it's capped yet. Now they're just coming up a little bit now, so I'm just going to use a little bit of smoke just to settle them down a bit. See how when you put the smoke on, they all disappear down inside the box. Don't need a lot, but it just sends them down. I'm going to separate the honey super from the queen excluder. Move this over here out of the way. So the queen excluder is these metal rails that the queen can't get through, but the workers can, so they can go up and put honey in the super above, but the queen can't get through, so she can't go laying eggs in the honey area above. And when we lift this off, we always look to see if the queen's on the underside, because if she's on the underside, we don't want to lose her. So we just have a very quick look around to see if the queen's there. Balsam. Yeah. Don't know whether we can show that. See this queen, this bee here has got a white back to her head. You see the white? That's pollen from Himalayan balsam. So that tells us that they've been on the Himalayan balsam, or some of them have anyway. I can't see the queen on there, so I can just lean this out of the way. And we're only going to have a very quick look through this box. Here's a couple of clips so that we can hold the frames. This is called a dummy board, which is just creates a bit of space at the front of the hive. So that's just the end frame, and normally at the end of the box like this, it just has honey in, and you can see that's got stores in there. You can see it shining in the cells. Probably the same on the other side. There's nothing much on the other side. So I'm not going to go through all of these because I don't want to disturb them too much. I just want to have a look in the middle and just see that we've got eggs and brood and the queen's laying okay. As long as we can find that, then we can probably leave this lot alone and call this inspection done. So just separate those frames like that, move those down. And then I'm going to have a look at this frame here. Excuse me, girls. Right. So that's a frame of brood. The cappings on the brood are brown, they're sort of biscuit coloured. And if you look in some of these cells down here, you can see little baby larvae. They're the white larvae curled round. So that's good. We know that we've got brood and we've got larvae. Can you see a waggle dance here? This is a waggle dance. Watch her waggling. Oh, she's stopped now. She's one of the one who's got balsam pollen on the back of her. There, see her waggling? So that's their way of telling the other bees where the stores are. So what I'm interested in finding is whether there's any eggs in the bottom of any of these cells, just to see whether the queen's been laying. If we're really lucky, we might see the queen, if she happens to be on this frame. Yeah. So if you look in the bottom up here, you can see there's teeny white little lines, like little grains of rice. Those are eggs. So I think that's it for this one. It'll be very nice to see the queen, but we don't need to. We know that she's in there because we've seen that she's been laying eggs. So for this hive we can close it all up now, and that inspection will do for this week. We'll just close that, put that back on there like that. Put the dummy board back in there like that. Take the clips off. I'm just going to knock these bees into here so that I can clean up this queen excluder. Just makes it a bit easier to get off next time. There we go. So that goes back on there like that. We always put it on at an angle like that, because if you put it on at an angle, there's only 4 points where you could squash a bee against the top of the box, and then you just twist it like this. Watch this bee, she gets knocked off, so she doesn't get squashed. So that's the way you avoid squashing bees. Obviously the less bees that you can squash, the less grumpy they get. Put the super back on. Crown board back on. Again, put it on at an angle like that. Twist it round. So that bee there got pushed out because she was on the wrong side of it. She'll find her way back in again. Lid back on. And the job's done. One quick inspection.